So good day, sir. My SN report is under Unit 3, Section 8, Games People Play in Supervision. So, by the way, I am Palo Norlin A. So, at the end of discussion, students are able to understand what is game and play, to understand supervises games, to identify the games played by supervisee, to learn what is supervisor's games, and response to games. So the table of contents of my report. So next is game is defined as a secret plan or trick to beat others at their own game by using someone's own methods to outdo them. So when we say game, isa itong secret plan or a trick to beat others individually or groups. In playing games, may mga own purposes ito or objectives na need ma-aim para manalo sa play. Play is a segment of the game. So, segment ito ng game just to play fair and square in the process of the game. So, supervises games. It might be important to note that not all supervises play games and not all of the behavior they engage in indicative of an effort to play games. However, even the best supervisee may play games some of the time while the poorest supervisee may not play at all given the chance. So in games, players need supervision in order to plan to be in place. We have to take note that not all supervisee or yung nagsusupervise ng game or their behavior towards supervising is indicative to play game. Gayunpaman, not all the time nakakapag-play ng games yung mga supervisee and even the poorest or low-rank supervisee may not given a chance to play the game. So next is some of the games played by supervises. First is manipulating demand level. This is generally played by intelligent, intuitively gifted supervisors who are impatient with routines, agency, procedures. So, maaari itong ginagamit ng mga supervisor na may natural na kakayahan sa pamumuno upang i-change or adjust ang task that placed on them, particularly if they find standard agency procedures to be too routine or slow. So, next is redefining the relationship. This is designed to mitigate the level of demands made on supervisee, but here the game played depends on ambiguity of the supervisory relationship and redefining it. So redefining the relationship refers to the act of changing the dynamics of the supervisory upang bawasan ang mga demands ng supervisee. This often involves exploiting the ambiguity of the relationships and redefining the expectations. So third is reducing power disparity. This is designed to reduce anxiety by reducing the power disparity between supervisors and worker. One source of the supervisor's power is position in the administrative hierarchy that remains a constant in the game. Involves strategies aimed at lessening the anxiety stemming from the power difference between the supervisors and a worker. Isang rason ng power ng supervisor authority ay ang kanilang position sa administrative hierarchy na mananatiling constant. So last is controlling the situation. This is designed to place control of the supervisory situation more explicitly and directly in the hands of the supervisee. So, controlling the situation refers to the control of the supervisory situation more explicitly and directly into the hands of the supervisee, allowing them to have a more active role in decision-making and management. So, supervisors games. Supervisors play games out filtered to their position in the hierarchy, are certainly about their authority and out of some hostility to a supervisee that is inevitable in such a complex intimate relationships. So, supervisors might engage in playing power games due to factors like feeling threatened in their hierarchical position due to uncertainty and hostility in their relationships toward their supervisors. It implies that supervisors may use various tactics to maintain control and assert their authority in such situations. So, response to games. The simplest and most direct way of handling or dealing with the problem of games introduced by the supervisor is to refuse to play. So, the simplest way of uh, uh, is to refuse the refuse to play it via pagtutol na sumama sa palaro ng supervisee. So, second response lies in gradual interpretation or open confrontation. So, ito ay maaaring mag-apply to interpret or magpakita na anumang play na ginagawa ng supervisee. To third response is confrontation implies a refusal to accept the game being proposed by seeking to expose and make explicit what the supervisee doing. Ito ay para tanggapin ang laro na inaalok ng supervisee. So last response is another approach is to honestly share with supervisee one's awareness in what he or she is attempting to do and focus the discussion not so much on the dynamics of the supervisee's behavior or one's reaction to it but on the disadvantages of playing games. Layunin na i-share ng supervisee ang kaalaman kung ano man ang kanyang tinitry na gawin at ito ay to focus the discussion not so much on the dynamics of the supervisor's behavior. So, insight of my report, the people playing games in supervision refers to the various manipulative or unproductive behaviors that may appear in the supervisory relationship. These games can include power struggles, passive-aggressive strategies, or avoidance of addressing genuine concerns. Recognizing and understanding these games is crucial in effective supervision as it allows for their timely identification and resolution. So, the reference of my report is Administrative and Supervision in Social Work book. So, that's all and thank you.